Hey Rat Gang, how you going? It's my birthday, yay! Technically not, it's actually technically over now. Told you it would be an emotional episode this time. It's going to be, not emotional, it's not gonna make you cry, but, oofed. Yeah, it's gonna be a sad one. Don't expect laughy and happy dappy. It was shit. Very shit. But I went into it expecting it. At least I didn't really have anyone to spend it with. And the people I wanted to spend it with, I didn't really ask. That's because I know they wouldn't be bothered to do anything. So yeah, kind of spent it alone. My mum got me some scratchies, which was nice of her. Got $11, which was nice. So yeah, it was cool. I don't want to go into this rant because it feels like I'm talking about first world problems, you know? I don't know, I wanted to do something for this one. Because every other year I've never wanted to do anything. I've never really had a party before. Never really gone out for my birthday. So no, I wanted to do something this year. Just never did. Didn't happen. My life goes. But yeah, I'm really disappointed in that. And the other reason I'm disappointed is the thing I woke up to was a message from my calendar from 15, 16-year-old me, maybe 14-year-old me, that I put in my calendar saying, if I haven't made it by now, if I haven't made all my dreams come true, I can end my life. And as someone who's already been feeling a little bit like that lately, it wasn't nice to see. Kind of set myself up for that one, but, yeah, I don't know. Don't worry, it's not going to get to a point where I'm actually going to. I wrote a lyric yesterday. I wrote a song about turning 21 and how I'm feeling about it. It's actually probably one of my most beautiful songs in my opinion. It's my most personal song I've ever written. If I'm feeling up for it, maybe I'll record it and I'll include it in this video right here. How was that? If I ended up doing it, how was it? Did it sound good? Do you like it? Yeah. But there was a lyric in it that said, it's talking about, like, I hear tales of men like me, bought the sail but never saw the sea, walked on sand but not the beach, cut themselves but forgot to bleed. And the cut themselves but forgot to bleed part really, I relate to it a lot, because there was many times where I did try that and I just didn't bleed enough. So yeah, I told you it would get personal. Yeah. So I really relate to that a lot. Obviously I wrote it. If I didn't relate to it, that'd be kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know. Just aging another year, it just brings how much of a failure to what I wanted to be back. When I was young, I was hoping to own a house by now. Impossible in the state of the world that I live in, unless you are really rich. Like, really rich. You gotta be a millionaire to kind of own here at my age, because no banks will approve you. unless you have an insanely good job, which obviously you'd be really rich. But to buy a house, you have to have like 150,000 saved. There's not many 21-year-olds that got that money. That I know of, at least. Yeah. I'm just trying to, like, get past the thought and be like, at least I'm here. Then another thing that's kind of been worrying me a little bit is, some reason I never could envision, like, I could envision me hitting 20, or I could envision me hitting 21, I could envision me at 19, but I've never been able to envision me past that. So I know I'm kind of scared that this is it for me. I'm a big believer in envisioning, like, what you see is going to be, like, your life, and so far it kind of has been, to be honest. I've never been able to envision me in front of a large crowd. Never been able to envision me finishing school, and I didn't. And maybe that's just me, speaking it into existence, but, yeah, basically every way that my life has turned out, I kind of envisioned when I was younger. And I just can't see me at 22. Like, I could see me in this exact spot, pretty much. Besides, really, the YouTube thing, when I was younger. But I've never been able to see it past that. So I don't know, I'm kind of scared that this year is going to be it. I was driving home last night and I was a bit worried because it was 12 when I was driving home after recording that video yesterday, and I was like, I could just have a crash. So I'm pretty scared of dying. Which is why obviously you don't have to worry about me doing it. But yeah, I don't know. It could happen, it could not. I'm trying to feel like I lived the fullest life I could. Anyway, even if it's not, at least it's a good mental thing to be in. Yeah. So I worked for my birthday. Kind of just forgot that it was my birthday by the afternoon until after my shift, and then I realized I had to record a video, and then I realized, oh, this was a birthday episode. So yeah, the shift was fun at least. I made a friend. His name is Rio. Which was nice. I'm not making, I would classify him as a friend. Not really, it's more of an acquaintance. But made a few jokes. It was nice. Haven't really gotten to do that too much lately. I don't know, I feel like this YouTube thing is just like watching my mental state go down slowly. Which is okay, it's kind of cool experiment you guys get to watch. I don't know. I'm hoping it gets better eventually. If not, this is what my plan was. Yeah. I didn't want to get into this, because I've already spoken heaps about it. But I've been thinking so much about said person I keep talking about. I said said person, you probably couldn't hear that, but person that I keep telling you guys about that I miss. And today, really the past like couple days, it's like non-stop, just drilling in my head. And nothing I can really do, besides think about it. I just want to talk to him really badly. It's another reason I wasn't really looking forward to today, because I just keep thinking I could go clubbing. That would be a fun night. But the only person I want to go clubbing with is said person. Could go to the casino. I could go there right now if I wanted to have the fuel, but going to the casino at like 12 a.m. kind of sounds like a bad night, to be honest. I think after I record this video, and maybe I record that guitar, just gonna watch some YouTube. Not gonna eat. I'm just not feeling like eating today. So yeah, that's about it. That's my 21st birthday for you guys. Living the dream. I was gonna go more into detail about it, but I don't want to sound too much like a brat. Not that I want presents, that's not it. It's kind of just wanting anything. Want a little bit of attention. Call me a narcissist, alright? Just wanted a little bit of people message me saying happy birthday. My uncle did, which was nice. The people who said happy birthday to me were my uncle, my dad, and my mum. And my brother. And my sister. There we go. Which was nice. I'm happy my dad remembered it. There's been a couple years where he's just kind of forgotten about it. Until, like, I'd have a cake on the table. And then I'd be like, what's a cake for? That's happened before. That's growing up with an alcoholic dad for you. Yeah. The whole birthday thing, ever since I was, like, not a kid anymore, as in, like, 8, I just don't really look forward to it. At first, I used to hate the attention. Didn't like it. Hated when people would sing happy birthday to me, but kind of miss it, you know? Like, it makes you feel like people care. I'm just not getting that. Which isn't a bad thing. There's plenty other people who are 21 and, like, go to university, so they're not able to be with their family or be with friends. Maybe they're able to be with friends if they're at university, but I could be in a lot worse of a spot, you know. I could be fully alone, and that would be, I don't know, maybe I would have offed myself by then. I don't know. It's rough, man. I recorded a video earlier of me. I drove to the soccer field, and I was just feeling down about just life this morning. And, I just can do it. I got 10 minutes in, ranted, and then just pressed to not record anymore, because I was done. I was defeated. Today's probably the most defeated I've ever felt. Kind of hoping to wake up, and I really want one of those dreams where you, like, get to live a nice life for, like, 40 years, and then you wake up. And then, obviously, waking up would probably send me into, like, a spiral, but, at least I'd get that little break, a little 40-year break. It does sound quite nice, like, you can't lie. You're in a rough spot, you go to sleep one day, and then you just spend 40 years in the dream, living the life. Has its ups and downs in the life, but it mostly has ups. Sounds like a great dream to me. That's all I want right now. And if it happened, you'd be the first to know. I'd probably wake up and record a video telling you all about my life. I had a dream the other night that I got pulled over. And then I went to a police station and I just cried to the police officer. It's about the spot I was in. And, there's an actual dream I had. And then they were like, I still gotta fine you. It's part of the thing. And then they're like, but, and then they reached into their pocket and they gave me the $110 to cover the fine. That was a nice dream. So yeah, I enjoyed that dream. Really do just kind of feel like crying to a police officer right now, being held in a big hunky man's arms while I can just cry it out. That sounds like a beautiful thing. Cried to my cat yesterday. I'm a bit of a crier. Not really. Usually when I cry, no tears come out, so I kind of just go, something like that. Not a huge crier. Don't tears. I just kind of feel sad. Maybe like 4 times a year where I'll fully have a cry. Little whine to myself. Bit of a tantrum. Little bit of a sulky boy. Usually I'll just go sit on the bathroom floor, cry, and then my cat will come over occasionally, which is quite nice. I love when you're just like having a rough moment, you just need to clear your head in and a little cat comes over. You get to pet the cat. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. That's all I really need at the moment. Just a bit of cuddles from a cat. I think I know what I'm doing after this video. Just the fluff on a cat is like so soft. And then when they start to purr, there's nothing better than making a cat purr. I don't know, I just love the sound when they go like, I love it so much. Cause like, you know, they truly care for you. And like in my cat's life, she doesn't know very many people. So like, I'm her whole world, I guess. Although technically in a cat's eyes, she's her whole world and I'm a little part of it, I'm a side character. She's dope though. I love cats. I think they're so cool because they're like the only house pet you can get that's like a full-on just athlete, bruh. Like, they can just jump nearly up to the roof. You know how sick that is? And they can like balance on anything. Like, I have a shower that's like this thin and it has glass around it, and she'll just balance on the glass while I'm showering. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable, but like pretty cool when you think about that. Like, you can't see like a dog doing something like that. Well, I've seen videos of dogs doing it, but no dog I've ever met can do that. So I think that's pretty cool. I really want to get a dog, but my cat doesn't really like other animals. So yeah, we not getting a dog anytime soon. Plus dogs are so expensive, I could never afford it. Not the food, I could afford doing the food, but I couldn't afford the upfront cost of a dog. They're like $1,000. It's insane, and I'd want to get one from a puppy because then I can train it. So yeah. Plus, like, I've considered adopting an old dog, but then you only got like a very short amount of time with them, even if it's 5 years. I wish animals lived forever. If my cat could live like my whole life, I would love that. I'm not ready for the day she's gotta go. It'll feel very lonely. I love my cat. Sorry, I'm just thinking about her going. That'd not be good. Would not like that. Before I had a cat, I used to have pet fish. They were the cutest things ever, bro. I loved my fish. I had them next to my, on my desk, next to my, computer and my PlayStation and stuff. And yeah, I would just rant to the fish, and they'd just sit in the tank, and they would come over and they'd watch me rant to them, and it'd feel like I'd have a little group to gossip with, which was very comforting. I loved it. I would cry with those fish every day. I used to be a really big crier a couple years ago, but I think I cried all the tears out, and that's why I can't really cry anymore, even when I want to. Like right now, if I was recording this 4 years ago, I would be bawling my eyes out already. I think I just cried too much, and now all the tears ran out. No tears left to cry. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty dope to get. I have a fish at the moment, but it's not a big fan of people. Can't blame him. They're in a tank, but he's in a great tank. Or she, I don't know actually. But the tank's like, so my head's this big, right? For reference, this is a monster can. So my head's, imagine, so this is the monster can. The tank's about that big for one goldfish. And it's got bamboo in there, got a couple plants, not too crowded, but, and then a couple hidey holes. There's quite a bit for that fish. There's 2 snails. Snails will like go up on the wall and then they'll just jump off the wall and then slowly fall down. I think they do it as a little bit of fun. It does look pretty fun. But yeah, the fish, not a fan of me. Which is okay. I'll let him be, or her. He does give more he energy, but it could be a mask fish. So yeah, my cat's a girl. She's wonderful. Her name is Fizzy. Beautiful creature. I love Fizzy. It's got a bit of a problem though. She thinks, because the kitty litter is next to my bathtub. Luckily I don't take baths. But because the kitty litter is next to the bathtub, she kind of just considers them both kitty litters. So she always pees in there. She doesn't go number 2 in there, which is great. Pee's easier to clean than that. So, yeah. I mean, like, I scoop up her litter. I've tried everything. Tried spraying the, like, non-gun toilet sprayer. Doesn't matter. She just stinks at the shape. Which is fair enough. I can't blame her. It's only a little cat. She doesn't know right from wrong. She loves her cat tower. She has like 4 cat towers. I want to build like a little catio out here for her, right where that bush is. I love the bush, right? But I kind of want to build seats for it and then build a catio outside the window here. But I kind of want to get rid of the bush and then do like a curved seat around for my imaginary friends. I think maybe like decorating out here might make people want to be friends with me more. That's the thing I've convinced myself of. Like if I get a little outdoor fridge, fill it with some whiskey, and then just like get someone drunk so that way they're actually able to talk to me easier. So it's not quite, you know, I guess framing it that way kind of sounds bad. I know, I just need to convince someone to be my friend, you know. I think alcohol is probably the only way to fully tolerate me. That's not to sound like a pick-me, by the way. I just, I'm horrible in conversation. You probably wouldn't pick that up from the videos. Maybe. But there's, like, when I'm conversating with someone, I kind of think of it like a text. So, when I get a text, if someone says something, it takes me, like, 5 minutes to think of an answer. So when someone's conversating to me, it takes me, like, 5 minutes to think of an answer to them. Which could be a bad thing. Could not be. Who knows? But yeah, that's the vibe that I bring to the function. The guy who will start up a conversation with you by the end of the plan things that he's thought of. So he's thought of a plan. By the end of that, when it runs out, he's got to have a 5-minute break so that way he can think of the next 5 sentences he says. That's exactly the type of conversation I have with people. Which is fair enough. I don't have any friends, because it's hard to conversate with me. And like, if you say something and I can't think of an answer, I'll just stay quiet. So yeah, I'm a bit odd that way. If you're talking about silly nonsense, I find it a lot easier. A lot of brain rot I can pick up on. But if it's anything like, I don't know, you're at university and you're talking about university, I'll just be like, oh dang, oh that sucks. Ooh, that's rough. And then sometimes I'll slip in a little, thank God I'm not at university, because I know that like that would suck to hear. It's a little bit infuriating. I like to rage bait a little bit. Not heaps, but that little like now and then you get a little bit of rage bait in there. Quite nice to have. There's one guy who I work with, and he just rage baits everyone, and he loves it. That's not what I do. That's rough, but a little now and then is pretty fun. Anyway, that's the video. I would like to go more into detail, but I think I've done enough. So we'll leave it there. If ready, I'm gonna quickly go into really big what's the word? I forgot what it's called. Anyway, I don't know, I'm thinking denial, but it's definitely not denial. If the person who I keep talking about that I miss is somehow watching this video, worst you can do is message, you know. I already know that that's not happening, but it'd be cool. It'd be sick. It'd be really cool. Yeah. I'm not going on another rant. I'm done. If you want to talk in the comments, you want to start up a little conversation, you can just say hi. Yeah, say whatever you want. If you want a conversation, make sure that it's a good conversation starter, but otherwise I won't be able to think of an answer. You can message me on my Instagram. As you can tell, I'm not popping enough to not be able to reply to messages or follow people back yet. So if you want a little follow back before I become popping, follow me. And if you want to message me, I'll reply. So if you're liking these videos, just go to the description. The Instagram's in there, TikTok's in there. Follow me. You don't have to conversate with me, of course. That's not why I started this YouTube, but I would love it. Don't get me wrong, I would love it. Have some photos on there. There's a photo of me at 11 years old. And there's another photo of me when I was a bit younger as well. I post quite a bit on there lately. I'm gonna do a little post tonight. So peace out, Wrecking. I love you so much. Thank you for spending my birthday with me. Feels like I'm actually spending it with some people right now. Even though it's not my birthday anymore, technically, it's like a little while after. Feels like I actually got to hang out with someone, in my own little way. Because like at least 12 people will probably watch this. It's usually how many people have been watching it. Maybe I'll get lucky and this will be one of my big hitters again. Sometimes I'll get like an occasional like 80 or an occasional 500. That's happened once, I think. That would be pretty cool. So who knows? We'll see where it goes. Ooh, rhyming here. So yeah, it'd be nice if you've got a couple more than 12. Can leave a like just for my birthday. That'd be pretty cool. make me pretty happy. If you can subscribe if you aren't already subscribed for a little birthday gift, that'd be dope. That's it, man. I love you guys so much. Love, ready? Love, peace, love, peace, love, peace. Love you, Raccoon. I hope you enjoy your night. You got a birthday coming up. Enjoy it. Don't do what I did and not do anything. Celebrate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Enjoy yourself. Bye bye. Oh, didn't end.